Okay? It says, now this last year's 1,125 billionaires in the whole world. It says there one inside, it says 9 million millionaires. Write that down. 1,120, you should know it in your head. You should know it in your head. 1,125 billionaires, 9 million millionaires. There are 600 billion people in the world. Why are we getting exploited? For 9,000,1,025. How can 9,000,1,025 exploit 40 million black people? You see, their numbers are so thin. They're protected by TV, radio, the movies, education, you know, all those things never allow the victim to snap up against the perpetrator. There are not many of them. I bet you it's less than this year. Every hunky stock market down 60, 70% last year to this year. Look, I got a Financial Times up here, the top 5 mutual firms in America. The top 5. Oh, I'm going to tell you another story. There are 9,100 mutual firms in America, 8 but 10 showed a profit last year. Out of 9,100, 10 showed a profit. One of them was Madoff, so we can take him off. Okay, with me there? Now, how could so few people exploit so many people? 6 billion people, 600 billion? 3 billion of them live on less than $2 a day. 3 billion out of 6 billion live on less than $2 a day. You know what I smell? I smell real change. Because them $2 a day people, ugliest of the lot, gonna make it happen. In fact, at one point it could end up, I used to talk about this, a fight between the hungry versus the righteous. Righteous always got time. Well, we'll wait till fall, when school comes back in. Or maybe we can rent a place. How come we don't have it on the street? How come it ain't midnight instead of 1? How come it ain't 3 a.m.? 3 a.m., the enemy's troops are low. Now, you should want to have one of these on all the media. Now, this is something they printed in the Bay Area. It shows every radio and television in the Bay Area and who owns it. You should have one of those for Baltimore. You can go to the newspaper, they'll list you every station. Take a few minutes and go find out who owns every station. Then go and get their board of directors and staple it together. You got one of the most powerful pieces there is. Because these people only advance because no one really focuses them out. Empire, Moon, Infinity, Sailor, Disney, Clear Channel, Viacom. It ain't that many of them up there. It's a lot of repeats. The point of it is, each one of them has a board. Now, I did the same thing with this. I'm going to pass this around. Let me see how many I got right here. Okay. When the oil prices went up, I formed a group called Citizens Against High-Ass Oil Prices. Saw it on YouTube, that's right. One of the things we did was, we took the board of directors of the 5 major oil companies and put them all on one sheet of paper and put their ass everywhere we could find a hand. Now, it didn't have nothing to do with us, but it went from 150 to 47 a barrel, $150 a barrel, down to 47 a barrel. That's we got to get, not because this is related to us, but we got to put these people out in the street. When you look to the board of Royal Dutch Shell, you see the head of Anglo-American is there. The head of De Beers is there. The head of the Royal Institute for International Affairs. What is that? That's the duplicate of CFR. If I said Royal Institute for International Affairs and somebody else said Illuminati, which would lead you to it more quickly? Okay, Royal Institute for International Affairs. Because if I said Illuminati, it doesn't lead you to anybody. Right. Don't use the term. I say Rhodes Rothschild. Don't use, Now I'm going to pass these around. You can look at it. I wish I had 1,000 of them. I wish we had a copy to see. Where'd you get that? What? This was in the newspaper actually, but there's a group on the media. This is the Oakland Tribune, Tuesday, June 3rd, 2003. But in format, we should have one of these in every city. chasing after somebody and they're way out front. I said, man, we will never catch them. I said, be cool, wait till they get to the turn. They get to the turn and they fall. You still going the same speed. You catch them. Oh, here's another one of those oil things. I'll pass this one that way. You see, I put a little thumbnail sketch of what each one of them does, so that when you look at it, got a little white supremacy in here. Gotta get it out. Don't ever let me catch you swallowing some white supremacy. You be around Jesse Jackson, he listen and go. You ever seen anybody take the boo-boo and then eat it? Well, it's the same thing when you go. Because it's waste, it want to go out, you take it back in. You destroy some good old vegetables you just ate. Got some carrot all surrounded by mucus. Free that carrot up. Fortune does their 500 top corporations, and Forbes does the top 500 corporations. You can take those. Forbes does the 400 richest. That comes out every October. Okay? Every one of these in this last issue was down 40%, down 30%, down 60%. The biggest guy one year, Coakley, making $9 billion in 1 year, is now filing for bankruptcy in Vegas. Casinos filing bankruptcy in Vegas. Trump filing bankruptcy in Jersey. Yeah. 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 Now, and then this is how, when we went into the technology, the media, the Apples, the Dells, the Microsoft, they became the new establishment. But they all in the same trouble. So when you get down to who owns it, now you got to get down to who runs it. They're two different people. If you're going to study white supremacy, you have to separate the owners from the operators. Bush is an operator. You see old man Bush cry? A pig ride with my boys. So, get some focus to that. And now, let's move on. Derivatives. That private deal between two parties. The whole, watch this. Let me see. I might do this up here for you. Let me get a little marker. Now, in the whole world's real estate total is worth $77 trillion. Write that down because it don't come in absolutes too often. 77 trillion is the value of the whole world's real estate. 77 trillion. Now, how much in derivatives are out there bad? 516 trillion in derivatives are out there bad. The total real estate, based on land, 77 trillion. Okay? Remember what the white man did? For every dollar he got, he borrowed 8. And then he borrowed 32 off of $1. 32 times he borrowed $1 off of $1. He said, I got $1, will you lend me 20? He said, okay. When somebody else, I got $1, will you lend me 20? He said, okay. So now he did all this borrowing with $1. Now, do you understand why the financial market is not turning around when they know that it ain't enough money to cover the hole they made? You understand that? So it can't recover because they're never going to be honest with you. Where did I get my facts from? The Bank of International